So hello once more, welcome again to a new episode of my video. So this time around I want to take you through something which is good when you're doing research work or carrying out what we call search strategy. Maybe when you're carrying out coursework, maybe when you're doing out a field of study. So there are things you must not do. Actually, you must neglect them by all means so that your work is to the best. This video, actually all these YouTube videos of mine are to enable you to perfect you in your coursework, in your research work, so that what you get is to the best, and this helps you to get more grades. Actually, this benefits all learners, varying from maybe from lower primary, upper primary, secondary level to university level. So this knowledge is actually key to your success. So this time around I want to take you through what we call plagiarism. So I've said, so some of you may ask, what is plagiarism? You're just talking, but no, I want to go straight to the point so that you see what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is transition, as you can see. So this is what I was talking about, plagiarism. So what I'm going to take you through is the definition of plagiarism. What is it? What is plagiarism all about? Some of you may wonder, is this guy talking out of the blue? But plagiarism is one of the most mistakes most academicians do make. So one, I will inform you about its definition, common types, example and causes, and also ways to minimize this plagiarism in your work. So let's begin with the definition. So plagiarism is actually intentional or negligent use of published work or somebody else published work without their acknowledgement, without their consent, without their authority. It looks like stealing, and it is prohibited. It's actually against the law. So plagiarism in simple terms is intentional or negligent use of published work or someone else published or unpublished work without their acknowledgement, without their consent, without their authority. So plagiarism is actually as simple as that. So that is what I'm talking about. So we go to the next. So that was the definition. So the common types of plagiarism. So otherwise telling you, we are going to the second part of plagiarism. So these are the common types of plagiarism. We have one, which is direct plagiarism. We have two, self-plagiarism. Three, mosaic plagiarism. Four, accidental plagiarism. Yeah, so as I was telling you, one may ask, what is direct plagiarism? Direct plagiarism is copying somebody's work word by word without even phrasing it, like paraphrasing or putting it in quotation marks. You just copy one word for one word, one for another. You just bring somebody's work and you personalize it as yours without putting the quotation marks. So that is what we basically call direct plagiarism. This first one here, direct plagiarism, is copying somebody's work. You just bring somebody's work into your work without even quoting, without paraphrasing, which is illegal. So direct plagiarism is copying word for word. So now we go to the next. Yeah, so the second one is self-plagiarism. Self-plagiarism is like when you've been given work and you have finished your research work, your coursework, is you submitting your previous work back to the lecturers, or maybe mixing up parts of your previous work without professor's authority or without the professors not know or without permissions from the professors involved. So that is what we call self-plagiarism, where you take back your previous work or mix up parts of your previous work without the permissions of all these professors who were involved. So that is what we call self-plagiarism. Then we go to the mosaic plagiarism. So we come to the next, which is mosaic plagiarism. Mosaic plagiarism is when you borrow phrases from unknown source without using the quotation marks, meaning you borrow phrases without quoting. Yeah, or you find like synonyms for the author's language. But while you're finding these synonyms for the author's language, again, you keep the same structure and the original meaning. Meaning that is what we call mosaic plagiarism. You borrow phrases. You keep borrowing phrases from a source without quoting or finding what we call finding synonyms for the author's language while keeping the same structure and the original meaning. So that is what we call mosaic plagiarism. Then we come to accidental plagiarism. So accidental plagiarism in simple terms is when you neglect citing the author's work, like you just neglect, meaning you don't credit the author from which maybe you carried out your research, from the source you got, meaning you neglect the citations, you neglect crediting the other authors. So this, in simple terms, actually this is just neglecting citing of the author's original or meaning, which is also illegal. Meaning accidental plagiarism in simple terms is actually neglecting of citations, meaning you don't give credit to the original authors. So that is basically that. We go to the next. So we have examples of plagiarism. So it is just almost the same. We have on self-plagiarism, meaning you just word for word, you just give in everything without even quoting. So direct is you mix up your previous works without the permission of the professors. So and mosaic is here you borrow phrases and finding synonyms for the author's language, but while maintaining the structure and the original meaning. And the causes of this plagiarism, one is procrastination. You keep postponing work. So when you keep postponing work, it becomes hard. So that is one. Two is incomplete understanding of the material. Once you have not understood, what will come into your mind is plagiarism, meaning which is illegal. You just have to understand the material. One is citation errors, those ones, poor note taking. So all these are causes of plagiarism. So that is basically that. So one way you can solve the problem of plagiarism is one, paraphrasing, two, citing, and three, referencing. So that is basically what you can do. Thank you so much. Plagiarism is actually too bad when you're doing a research work, and it is prohibited, and you can be taken to prison because it is against the law. Thank you so much for watching and liking. Please, for more information, please do follow my YouTube videos. Please do share so that the knowledge goes to others also, so that they do not be caught doing this act of plagiarism. Thank you so much. I love you all.